Thank you. I have a motion, which I hope the clerks will put up. It's to increase the scope of the traffic study that I originally moved at IEC in order to address community concerns. But first, I want to tell you why it's so important that we make the pilot permanent today. So first of all, I'm going to ask you to look at this picture, and I'm going to ask each and every one of you to think about some young person that you love. Is there some young person that you care about? Because these are the reasons I'm here. Now, we know, whether we're ready for it or not, the climate crisis is here. And it's changing lives all over the world. And it's going to change their future and dominate their future. Even just today, two of my colleagues were telling me about the enormous disasters they're seeing in the places where they were born, in Councillor Bravo in Chile and Councillor Morley in the Bahamas. The old normal is gone and it's not coming back. We're beginning to see the end of normal. And science has proven we don't get to choose whether or not to change. We have some choice in how disruptive the change is going to be. We have some choice in how painful it will be. And the more we drag our feet, the more painful, the more expensive, and the more disruptive the climate crisis will be to everything that we care about. Our health, our wallets, our competitiveness, the quality of life in our city, and especially the better worlds that we've promised to those young people that we love. The city has promised those young people that we would transform our city, that we will get off fossil fuels, that we will move to the cleaner air and better health that the medical officer of health has just told us about. And we're not doing it. We're not keeping our word. We're not buying the 1,000 buses that we promised. We're lying, and when we claim that we've done $2 billion of climate action, we're not delivering, and my kids and yours are going to pay the price. We can't buy our way out of climate change. We can't even buy our way to pay for the things we've already promised to do because this city is so broke. We can't count on the Ford government, which never misses an opportunity to make things worse. But what can we do? The cheapest, fastest, more transformative thing that we can do is to change who has priority in public space. People before cars. Active transportation before fossil fuels. And right now, everyone in this city, especially the people who don't have cars, are subsidizing the people who are driving, especially fossil fuels. We subsidize them with our health. We subsidize them with our air quality. We subsidize them with our wallets. We subsidize them with the damage to our infrastructure. We often subsidize them with our lives. All the people who are killed and injured on the streets. We've got billions going to the Gardiner Expressway instead of your park, your library. We have to change, and we can change in some ways, and this is the one that we've got. The staff have done all their work. There isn't any more data that we need. Yes, of course, there was a need to try and see what we could fix, and a lot has been fixed, and transportation staff are going to continue to make adjustments, and my motion will help make sure that that happens. But we do have to change, and the most important thing we can do is to make it safe and convenient for people to get around without a personal car, and they won't do it unless it's safe. Now, we know that bike lanes make a lot of things better. They're better for air quality. They're better for local businesses. They're better for crashes, the deaths and serious injuries. They're better for exercise. They're better for congestion. A person on a bike, I cycle to work every day. I take up less room on the road than if I was driving. That leaves more room for everybody who needs to drive. It costs less for everyone for whom the cost of living is a problem. It costs the city less. It's better for climate pollution. It gives young people a better future. And besides that, it's more fun. Now, having said that, there are some concerns from the people in the community, and that's what my study is for. We know that the climate change is going to cause disruption. We shouldn't cause unnecessary disruption, and staff are already committed to doing everything possible. 2/3 of the deputies last week supported making the bike lanes permanent, as well as the nearly 9,000 signatories and the many residents groups for the petition I submitted yesterday, and others spoke clearly about their concerns. So I do propose that this traffic study should continue once the bike lanes are made permanent. It will be clearer where people should go. There will be less confusion. And as we learn and we see what happens with Cafe TO, we know that staff will continue to make adjustments, change turn restrictions, turn lanes, bulb outs, other kinds of things that are necessary. Everything that can be done to minimize unnecessary
Thank you,
congestion
Councillor
will be
Saxe.
done, but we need to make the bike lanes permanent today. Thank you.